Hey, what's up everybody? In today's video, I've got some exciting news for you guys, but at the same time, I need your guys' help. I don't ask for too much usually, but in this case, we need to get this channel kicked off to the next level. I think I've said that once before, but I know we can do it. We got enough of a following now on Boosted Motorsports where I think we can push this thing to the next level. So we ended up getting a bunch of parts from a fellow Dakota RT owner. So Jason, we ended up getting some stuff from him. He was kind enough to help us out on the channel. He's also got his Dakota RT. We're gonna help him with his build once he gets his motor and transmission built. So we'll have another Dakota RT that we'll be showing as well. We got to yank the stock drivetrain out of his truck, and then once his stuff gets built, we'll put that back in. But at the same time, he had a lot of parts that he didn't need. So we ended up picking up a bunch of stuff off him. But what we are going to do is I am going to start showing you guys all the stuff. We pretty much have everything we need to make this truck go fast now. But now it is up to us to get the parts on, to get this channel boosted up, Boosted Motorsports, and we'll get this thing kicked off. So I'm going to show you guys one of the major components for the truck today. But what we're gonna do is we usually get about typically at least 1,000 views every video. So I need you guys to start hitting that thumbs up. I know I kind of always say it, but we really need it to happen. We need to get these videos noticed and it'll support the channel and we can continue to grow. So if this video, and once this video gets 500 thumbs up, we usually get at least 1,000 views. So everybody make sure you hit that thumbs up. Once it gets 500 thumbs ups, I will release and show you guys the next part. So I'm gonna do a walk around the garage, but I'm gonna blur the video, show you guys just how much stuff we have. But we have literally everything to go fast, to get traction, to boost it, all that stuff. So I have it all sitting here in the garage, but I need your guys' help so that we can get this build to the next level, get the channel to the next level. That way, once we're completed with the Dakota, we can actually start the next project. So anyways, I promised you guys that I'll show you guys one part today, what we're gonna be putting on. So I won't be installing it today because it's actually a big install, but I'll show you guys at least one go fast part. And then you guys need to make sure you give it a thumbs up. Once this video hits 500 thumbs up, I'll show you the next big part and we're gonna keep doing it that way. And hopefully we can hit these goals. I think they're realistic. 500 thumbs up really isn't that much to ask when we get about 1,000 views. So let me get into what part we are gonna show you guys today. And then I'll show you guys the next one once we hit 500 thumbs ups. So if you guys have been following the build and if you guys are familiar with these engines, this known as the kegger is a huge restriction on these trucks. So it's a 5.9 liter, but the small throttle body and this intake doesn't really do much in the way of horsepower. Some people claim that it's good for torque, low end torque. If you're towing, this thing definitely isn't gonna be towing anything with this short, flimsy chassis. But if we're gonna be making horsepower, that has to go. So along with that, this is gonna end up going too. We might use this in the interim while we do some testing. So what I'm gonna do for you guys, like I said, this motor will be boosted, but I'm gonna do things in stages. We already set some baselines. So with the HP tuners, we'll end up changing stuff, tuning stuff, and I'll show you step by step just how much faster this Dakota is gonna get by doing that. So let's go over here. Boom, there you guys go. So I have a Mopar discontinued M1 intake. It is the 4-barrel version, so meaning it has the larger intake and mouth on it. If it was a 2-barrel, it would look like this. And this is what the stock throttle body footprint looks like. But on this one, it's actually the bigger, larger unit, so we can drive more air inside. So a lot of guys run these. Like I said, a lot of guys will run these and have good results. And it is sufficient as far as air goes, but this setup is pretty much ready to go. So it has the bracket for our cables. I've already ordered the posts that I need, so those are coming as well so that we can get our linkage on here. It's kind of cool the way it works. So this is an Excel 1350 CFM intake or throttle body, I should say. So how it works is this, just during your normal operation, you would just be operating these two. And then once you step on it all the way, it activates this other throttle body, or flap, I should say. So this butterfly will actually open, and this thing almost looks like a mouth that's talking to us, and you get all the air you need right there. So that's a ton of air. I will say it's probably and is pretty much more air than what we need, given that our motor is pretty much stock. But once we start driving some air through this with boost, this will definitely come into play and it'll help us to get that air in there. So I'll show you guys all this step by step, how we're going to install it, so you guys can see how it all works. We got brand new bolts in here for our manifold, and it also, this kind of almost looks like an old school carb setup, but it does have the fuel injector ports here. So our fuel injectors will go in, our fuel rails will mount, all that stuff. And this is an adapter plate that changes it from obviously the 4-barrel to the 2-barrel so that you could bolt your stock throttle body on it. I don't think we're going to use it. I'm going to try and make this work since it's already bolted up, ready to go. If you run into some issues with the cable setup, I can always revert back to this, put it on, and get things up and running. We got a new water neck with a gasket, which will go right there. I also have a brand new thermostat, 180 degree, that we'll be putting in. The one I have on the truck is a lower thermostat. It does seem to work fine, but since we're in here, I think it's just makes sense to put a new one in. So also you will see a couple more things. These are custom wiring harnesses to both extend, and also there's some repinning that some guys have to do in converting some of these throttle position sensors and whatnot to the factory harness. So these will take care of that. They'll give us our extensions, and it'll also move the pins around where we need them. So that's that stuff. And then these guys here are spacers. So when our air hat goes on, just so we can clear our linkages, we have different size spacers depending on what we need. And then the air hat would go on top of that. So we have a lot of work, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. We got a lot of work to get all this stuff on the truck. And as far as updating you guys on some stuff, I have the new alternator in there. I've driven it for a few hours now, and the battery is keeping its charge now, because when we put the electric fan on there, it was dragging down the battery because the old alternator couldn't keep up with the extra electrical load. So keep that in mind. And you can get yourself one of these 160 amp alternators, and it seems to do the job. So this was from it's probably a few different years that it fits, but I specifically put in a 2003 Durango alternator, and that one comes with a stock 160 amp alternator, and I have a video on that install as well. So, and I promised you guys I would kind of tease the rest of the stuff that I have for the truck. So let me go for a little walk in the garage. I'm gonna blur the video as much as I can so that I don't give it all away. And we'll see, like I said, once we hit 500 likes on this video, I'll reveal the next big component to the truck. So we can do it. I know we can do it. There's enough people watching the videos. We get pretty much 1,000 views in one day. So make sure you guys start hitting that thumbs up button. We will get this channel to the next level. I know we can. We can do it. Let's get it done. Let me show you a sneak blurred preview of everything else, just so you guys know I'm not BSing. Again, thanks to Jason, we got all this stuff. Now it's up to us to do all the work, get the stuff on there, get this channel to the next level. Let me give you guys a sneak preview. So, like I said, everything is sitting here, you guys. So I have all the parts, everything's laid out. You guys probably won't be able to see too much right now, but once we get 500 thumbs up, I'll show you guys everything. So let's get this video to 500 likes. I'll show you guys the next part once that happens. As far as other stuff that's going on, I gotta go get that SRT10 Ram. That's gonna be happening within the next few weeks. So I'll take you guys along for the ride. I gotta go to my mom's house, get the truck. I gotta do some service on it. So I'll film and document all that stuff. Then we're gonna road trip the truck back here. I don't know where we're gonna put it at this point, but it's gonna come back here. And that's the plan with that. As you guys are watching this video, I will be at SEMA as well. So if you guys are going to SEMA, hit me up in the comments, let me know. I'll be there. I'll also be at the HP Tuners booth and hanging out with some of those guys, but I'll be around. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, however you guys want to get a hold of me. If you guys want to come hang out, I'll be more than happy to hang out with you guys. We can kick it, mix it up, and talk about some of the different builds or your projects too. So, and I have a lot of stuff to do. I still have the engine mounts for the Viper that I have to put on from Dom's Motorsports. So we've got our hands full. I definitely got to get this on here, and One more thing everybody keeps asking is we will be tuning with Flying Ryan Performance. So I've been talking to Ryan about that. So we're gonna get the intake manifold on. Once we get that on, we'll tune it, go to the drag strip, see what she can run, and then we'll keep rolling through all these parts. So after we go to the track and we tune the truck, naturally aspirated, we'll do a couple different configurations. I'll show you guys what I can run with some bolt-ons with the intake and the truck tuned from Flying Ryan with HP tuners. And we'll set some times. Once we do that, we'll go with boost. And you guys already know what to do. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Also, once this video hits 500 likes, not only will I be releasing the next part for the build, but I'll also be announcing an HP Tuners giveaway. I got some merch that I'm gonna hook you guys up with. So I'll be announcing that giveaway, all the contest details, all that good stuff, and we'll get this thing rocking. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video when I release the next part.